Guys, when it comes to calf training, the first video that I made on my YouTube channel was all about execution, how to actually do the exercises and why most people aren't getting anything from the exercises that they're doing. Now, at this stage, you should be a little bit more advanced. And as I explained in the first video, calf training is all about providing as much variation as possible. High repetitions is key. Making sure that you train through the length and mid-range and short range of the muscle fibers is key. Training them frequently is key. But what I haven't done is given you some workouts to do. So what I wanted to do with this video is give you my top 5. So number 1 is fatiguing the calves at the shortened range, mid-range and length and range through sets specifically for them. So if I show you on this, what I'm going to be able to do is actually train the calves in their fully shortened range down to mid-range. Fully shortened range, mid-range. Fully shortened range, mid-range. Through about 3 or 4 sets, I can fatigue that. Then I can come back into the calf raise. I can work from the mid-range up to the middle, mid-range, fatigue the fibers. Each time I'm doing this, I'm able to add a little bit more load because in this middle range, I'm actually going to be stronger. Again, 3 or 4 sets there. What we can then do is then fatigue the length and range of the calves. So we can come up to the middle, load, middle, stretch, middle, stretch, middle, stretch. Within a set you could do, within a workout you could do 7, 8, even 9 sets. But initially focusing the first few sets at that short range, the second few sets at the mid-range, and then the next set of sets in the length and range. And again, what you can also do once you've fatigued all the ranges is then have an isometric stretch. Fatigue the muscle fibers under a massive eccentric loading. Keep doing that eccentric position. Trust me, in that full spectrum of short, middle, and length and range, you're gonna absolutely fry your calves. So then there's number 2. Number 2 is a method that I really like to introduce to people when they've never really experienced calf pain. And it's very simple. It's the 100 rep method. Okay, the 100 rep method originally was actually taught to me or introduced to me by Charles Poliquin. And if you haven't done it, you're in for some real leg calf pain when you do. All you do is pick a weight that you can do about 15 to 20 repetitions with, and you stick with that weight for the whole 100 sets, 100 reps. The goal is to try and do a 100 reps in as few sets as possible. So you'll bust out your first set, 12, 15, 20 reps, and then you'll take as minimal rest as you think you need before going again and trying to get a few more. And then you try and get to that 100 sets in as few, the total number of sets in as few reps as possible. So that's number 2. Number 3 is one that I really like. After a few warm-up sets, full range calf raises, this is by the way, whether or not you're gonna use the seated calf or whether you're gonna use the standing calf, or even if you're gonna do like toe presses on the leg press. What I do with this one is I work up to a heavy 8 to 10. Once I hit that heavy 8 to 10, I then do as many drop sets as possible, normally 6 or 7 drop sets, 1 peg at a time, to the point where I cannot move the calves anymore. With that, you probably ended up getting about 5 sets up, and then about 6 or 7 drop sets all the way down. Absolutely fried. Next thing is I also want to hit the calves heavy. So what I'll do is I'll work up to a very heavy 6 to 8. So this is the 4th one. Very heavy 6 to 8 reps. When I hit the set that I know I'm going to get a good 6 to 8 reps with, I then put the weight down once I've hit that number, rest 10 seconds. I then go again and try and get 3 out. I rest again, 10 seconds, try and get 3 out. And I make sure I get at least 20 reps out with every single rest pause set. Now the final one is an ascending set. And what I like to do with this is I like to start off my first set working up to finding out where I can get about 6 reps with a very heavy load. Then on the second set, I actually go to 12 reps and changing the load down a little bit. The next set, I go to 15 reps, drop the weight down a little bit. Next set, I go to 20 reps, drop the weight down a little bit. And then I go the other way. I go 20, 15, 12, 6. So we've basically got ascending and descending sets. And what you have there is 5 awesome ways to stimulate the calves through maximal volume, maximal loading. And just remember, if they're not growing, pick one of those to do and make sure you hit them frequently. Guys, awesome tips for your calves. Guys, if they're not painful and you're not hitting plenty of reps, and the last little thing I'll add to that is you need to make sure if they're a weakness, you prioritize them at the start of your workout. Good luck, guys.